A lot of people come out and they say, why are you protecting Devin Haney? And my response would be, protecting him from what? Let's talk.
Straighter, not a roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill
Pull
somebody
back
for
a
a
little
few
bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
Devin Haney has called out everybody he wanted to fight. He has tried to fight everybody he's called out. He has fought some of the fighters that he called out. Let's run that back. Devin Haney has tried to fight everybody. He's called out everybody he wanted to fight. He has fought some of the fighters he called out. And then he was cheated by one of the fighters he tried to fight and called out. He was ducked by Loma, Tank, Shakur, Mikey Garcia, Robert Easter, Adrian Broner. He was ducked by those guys. But he ended up fighting Vasil Lomachenko. For years, he was trying to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. For years. And for years, Tank Davis was the A-side and refused to fight him. They claimed that Devin, he was never available, which is a lie because Devin fought in the exact same month, a month before or a month after Gervonta Tank Davis for the last 4 years. And they were literally in negotiations to fight somebody basically at the same time, all the time. He was always available. Always. Gervonta Tank Davis, what my brother KO will say is, you eliminate opponents. You eliminate options. That's what he'll say. He's really good for saying that. Eliminate options to force people to fight you. That's what he'll say about Tank Davis, as if Tank Davis has eliminated any options. He's never eliminated options, but that's what my brother will say. Eliminate options to force people to fight you. Okay, why didn't Tank eliminate Vasil Lomachenko? Why didn't Tank eliminate Shakur Stevenson? Why didn't Tank eliminate Teofimo Lopez? He had the opportunity to eliminate all those guys, and he didn't. He wanted options wide open, so that he always had a wide breadth of excuses to use to avoid Devin Haney. So Devin couldn't get that fight. Devin was the B-side to Tank Davis. So it wasn't like Devin could fucking just say, hey, fight me. Here's a contract. Here's an offer. Fight me. Because he was the B-side to Tank Davis. Couldn't fight Shakur. Shakur Stevenson is the one who said, whenever Devin moves up, then I'll move up. Me and Devin always move up at the same time. And we're eventually going to fight at 147. That's what Devin said. I mean, that's what Shakur said himself. Those are Shakur's words. He once undisputed at 130. He had 2 belts. Dropped them on the scale. And a voluntary. He did not have to fight. He could have made his intentions known and exercised his right to become the WBO mandatory and fight Devin Haney right away. He would have jumped in front of Lomachenko, but he chose not to do that. And then they blamed Devin Haney for that. Said Devin Haney avoided him. When Devin Haney's intentions were to become undisputed, defend his strap, his undisputed title, and then move to 140 and become a 2-division champion. Those were his intentions. It was other people talking and running their mouth saying what they're going to do to Devin, blah, 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 which caused Devin to say, okay, then I will wait for you. And then nobody did nothing. And then they blamed Devin for waiting. These are facts. Devin should just give Shakur 50-50. Just give him whatever he wants to make the fight. Devin should just wait for the WBC to determine if they're going to make Devin give him a bigger split. Those were never the criteria for what any of these guys said. It was never, all of them made it about money. Well, specifically, Shakur Stevenson made it about money. It wasn't about trying to become undisputed, which Devin was and was offering you that in one fight. No, it was all about money. You didn't get the money you wanted. So because you didn't get the money you wanted, you fought Edwin De Los Santos, and they blamed Devin for that. These are facts, bro. And then people keep telling me, oh, you're trying to protect him. Protect him from what? Oh, he ran. But run where? He's at 140. He's only 5 pounds heavier. Shakur Stevenson can go to 140 right now. There's nothing stopping him. He's willing to fight Ryan Garcia at 140. Willing to fight Teofimo Lopez at 140. How did Devin run 5 pounds and you can't run 5 pounds? Because this is what the excuse you guys are telling me. He ran. He did. Where did he run to? Because by that logic, if Devin ran 5 pounds to 140, then didn't Shakur Stevenson run 5 pounds from O'Shaquie Foster to 135? Did Shakur Stevenson run 5 pounds from all of the guys at 135? Oh no, BF, he beat the best. He says who? Who says that Valdez is the best? Who says that? Who says Jamil Herring is the best? Who says that? Where are you guys getting this information from? Who says this? I mean, because if you're saying that Shakur beat the best and that's why he left 130, then I can say Devin beat the best and that's why he left 135. Yeah. When Shakur left 130, he wasn't undisputed. When Devin left 135, he was. He had climbed the mountain already. There was nothing for him to do. It was just big money fights. Oh, we'll tank, well, all Tank fights is big money fights. That's all he looks for. He don't look for big name fights. He looks for big money fights. So Tank can do big money fights. Not even big money fights, really. They're just money fights. They're not even big money fights. Because if you listen to my brother KO, the big money fight is Teofimo Lopez. It's the big money fight, of which Gervonta Tank Davis ducked. Yes, Tank Davis ducked Teofimo Lopez. I mean, if you listen to my brother KO. Yeah, I mean, if you listen to KO, not recently, go back a year. Go back a year and listen to my brother KO. He'll tell you all you need to hear about Tank Davis and Teofimo Lopez. Maybe I'll cut a snippet. Maybe. But it's just crazy how now it's, oh, protect Devin. Protect him from what? I'm not protecting Devin. I'm just stating the truth and the facts. Oh, you're protecting him. You're a Devin protector. Protect Devin from what? I've never stepped in front of Devin fighting anybody. Never. I'm telling you, Devin Haney tried to fight Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez pulled out of that fight. He tried to fight Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson priced himself out of that fight. He tried to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis told him to call Al Heyman after sending him an offer, after working with Eddie Hearn and not Al Heyman, with Conor Benn, who he ducked. So, yeah, you got to call Al Heyman, but nobody else does. You have nobody, not one fighter, not one person on record ever saying that they had to call Al Heyman to get a fight with Tank Davis. No one. There isn't anybody. But the only person that has to call Al Heyman is Devin Haney. But yet Tank Davis runs and owns GTD Promotions where he is his own boss. But Devin still has to call Al Heyman. But Tank's his own boss. So Tank can work with Eddie Hearn directly, DMs and Conor Ben, and we can DM, we can work directly with everybody. We can do this. Yeah, we can do this. Reaching out to Shakur, working with Lomachenko to make a fight with Lomachenko. You could do all these things. But when it comes to Devin Haney, mysteriously, you can't do anything. Devin's got to call Al Heyman. So that negotiation goes through Al Heyman, but everything else goes through Tank Davis. Huh. Robert East just, I ain't fighting you. Adrian Broner talked a lot of shit and that I ain't fighting you. I'll fight you. Vasil Lomachenko got the franchise status to avoid this man. Gervonta Tank Davis was Devin's mandatory, and you guys telling me, oh, come on, man. Tank Davis is not going to take a man. Don't deny that he was the mandatory. You don't. You moved the goalpost to say Gervonta Tank Davis is not going to take a mandatory split. So in reality, when you guys say, oh man, you guys just protecting Devin, Devin protection, y'all protect Devin, Devin protection. The reality is there is no Devin Haney protection. There is none. Even with this Ryan Garcia shit, there's no Devin Haney protection. I believe he fought the wrong fight. That's what I believe. Oh, BF, that doesn't stop him from getting hit. Well, left hooks, BF didn't stop him from getting. Oh, cool. So rematch and let's see. I'm not protecting Devin from anything. Devin is a fighter. He doesn't need my protection. He needs you guys to stop protecting your fighters, because you do protect your fighters. Yeah, you do. Because when the best fight the best, if they continue to fight the best, someone's going to lose. Fair and square. They're going to lose. Because that's what happens when the best fight the best. Someone is going to lose. Someone is, if the best fight the best, then the best must be at their best, at the best times. Let me say that again. When the best fight the best must be at their best, at the best times. If any of those best are not their best, then the best will lose. Doesn't stop the best from being the best. You just weren't at your best at the best times. So because you weren't at your best at the best time, you did not get the best outcome. And that's why I want the best to fight the best. Because you have to be at your best at all times to get the best outcome. One flaw, Tank gets washed. One bad step, Loma gets flatlined. One miss head movement, Shakur gets knocked out. One bad pressure, Devin gets dropped. Yeah, that's how that works. The best must be at their best at the best times. Otherwise, the best fighting the best, somebody will lose. Someone will lose. I'm not protecting anybody. No one. I'm not protecting anyone. But see, you guys protect Tank. You make every excuse on why Tank don't have to do nothing. You guys protect Tank. You claim he's the A-side in the face of boxing, and now he's fighting Lamont Roach, and you guys protect this. You make up every excuse now. You ran through here for over a year telling me that belts don't matter. Belts don't matter. Belts don't mean nothing when you was protecting Tank from Devin. Because Devin had all the belts. So when you were protecting Tank from Devin, you were saying belts don't matter. Belts don't matter. Belts don't matter. Man, the belts ain't nothing. The belts is watered down. There's too many belts. That's what you guys were saying. And then when Devin went to 140, now all of a sudden it's strap season for Tank Davis. Now Tank Davis is fighting Lamont Roach, and you say Lamont Roach has a belt. That's what you guys are saying to me. Lamont Roach has a belt. Full protection mode. Full protection mode of Tank Davis. Lamont has a belt. Well, Devin had all the belts, and that Tank didn't fight him, and Devin was willing to fight him on short notice with all the belts, and you still didn't want to fight him. Twice Devin was willing to fight this man on short notice. One time when he had one belt, and the other time when he had all the belts, and you still didn't want to fight him. Still. But now all of a sudden Lamont Roach has a belt, so that's the reason why this is a good fight. Lamont Roach has a belt. Lamont Roach is a champion. Protection of Gervonta Tank Davis. You protect Vasyl Lomachenko. Oh, Devin ain't nobody. Devin ain't nothing. What did Devin do to deserve Lomachenko? Lomachenko once undisputed. He don't got to fight his mandatory. He don't have to fight his mandatory. Why does Loma have to fight Devin? Lomachenko got the franchise belt. The franchise belt has no mandatories. Lomachenko once undisputed. He ain't worried about no Devin. Devin ain't nobody. Devin didn't beat nobody. That was your excuse for Vasyl Lomachenko to not fight Devin. That was your excuse. But you didn't have any of those excuses when Vasyl Lomachenko was fighting number one ranked guys who had no belts. Oh, the footwork, the speed, the combination of the angles. That's what you guys were saying. Devin was number one. Vasyl Lomachenko had no issue fighting his number ones until it became Devin Haney. And then he had issues. Then you guys talk about, he's afraid, he didn't need to do this. Protecting Vasyl Lomachenko. Protecting the man. Protecting, oh man, he's a franchise champion. He don't got no mandatories. The franchise status is this. Devin's an email champion. He's not even a real champion. He's the email champion. So you call him the email champion, but then did not want Lomachenko to fight Devin Haney at all. You were protecting Lomachenko the entire time. Bob Arum talking about there's 10 better lightweights. Devin has to prove he deserves a shot. Why does he have to prove he deserves a shot if he's become number one? If he's the number one challenger, he's the mandatory and number one challenger, why does he have to prove something else than already being the number one challenger? Y'all don't do that for David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. But you did it for Devin Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko. And then when Devin actually fought the man that y'all said Devin didn't deserve to fight him, and when Devin actually fought him, then all of a sudden y'all started protecting Lomachenko again. Talk about Lomachenko's too old. Lomachenko's he's not the same fighter. Devin's such a big giant guy. Devin's a middleweight. But he made the weight though. He didn't miss weight. He made the weight. More just straight protection. Pure protection. Pure protection. Oh, y'all switched this narrative that didn't exist when it came to Devin at all. Y'all saved that weight bully thing for Errol Spence when y'all was disrespecting and trying to down and degrade Errol. Now you push that and kick that on Devin when you want to disrespect and down Devin. Now all of a sudden he's a weight bully now. But Gervonta Tank Davis is on record, losing his belt on the scale. He's on record for multiple people who have sparred around and with him saying he weighs 180, 170, got on the scale at 176, weighing 108. Floyd Schofield has said this multiple times over the span of like 2-3 years. He's been telling everybody that, hey man, I've been sparring with this man down in Miami, and when it's time to spar, when those Russians knocked him out, when it was time to spar, they called out what did you weigh on the scale, and this man was damn near 180 pounds. He's been saying this for years. Nobody's been refuting it. But I know this man was 152 pounds when he fought Leo Santa Cruz. When he dropped down to 130, he rehydrated to 152. But nobody cares. Y'all just protect Tank. But everybody cares about Devin's weight. Oh, Devin weights matter. Devin weight. But you call him pillow-fisted. So what does it matter? What does it matter how big you are? Pause. What does it matter how big of a guy you are if you can't punch? That's what you guys claim. He's pillow-fisted. He can't punch. Okay, so shouldn't putting on extra weight matter to a puncher named Gervonta Tank Davis? But y'all don't even care. You don't care how big this man comes into fight. You don't care at all. You push, oh, that's cap. He wasn't that. He wasn't this. Well, what proof do you have? I'm telling you he was 152 pounds. I've been telling you this for years. Yeah, I'm telling you that Leonard Ellerbe said this man, when he fought Mario Barrios at 140, Leonard Ellerbe said, was caught on a hot mic saying he's not going back down. He walks around at 160, 170, 160 something. He's not going back down. He's too big. That's what Leonard Ellerbe says. Until he switches it up and says, oh no, Tank's a small guy. Pure protection of Gervonta Davis. Pure protection. Pure protection. You guys do not hold Shakur Stevenson's feet to the fire at all. You blame Devin for giving Shakur Stevenson 25% for undisputed. When I ask you guys, well, tell me what other mandatory for the undisputed champion got a percentage ever in the history of ever. When did this happen? It's never happened. Devin is the only one that has given his mandatory a percentage split as the undisputed champion. He's the only one. Bernard Hopkins didn't do it. Jermaine Taylor didn't do it. Usyk didn't do it. Terrence Crawford didn't do it. Nobody. Monster Inouye didn't do it. No one. Devin Haney is the only one. He is the only fighter. The only undisputed champion that has given his mandatory a percentage. Everybody else gave flat fees. Everybody else. The undisputed champion got all the bread, all of it, and the mandatory got a flat fee. That's it, because the mandatory wanted to be the undisputed champion, and because they wanted to be, they took those things. Because there is no mandatory split for an undisputed champion. There is none. There's a Mando split for the WBC, the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO, and they're all different. There is no mandatory split for an undisputed champion. Devin Haney is the only one that gave his Mando a percentage. No other undisputed champion has ever done that. Devin is the only one. Yet, instead of praising Devin for being the only one to give his Mando a percentage split, you down and degrade him for not giving his Mando more. You protect Shakur Stevenson. You protect Shakur Stevenson. Because Shakur Stevenson went to the WBC saying he wants 50%. That's what he wants. But if you guys tell me something different or not, but they told you what was different already. They told you. You went in there demanding 50%. I want 50%, you know what I'm saying, because of my commercial value. I want 50% because of whatever. The same thing you did to Jamel Herring. But Jamel Herring had one belt, though. And y'all defended that, too. Because Jamel Herring was the champion. Y'all shitted on Jamel and defended Shakur. Jamel didn't need Shakur. Shakur needed Jamel. But y'all defended Shakur. You protected Shakur. It's just business, is what y'all said. Well, when Shakur tried to do it to Devin, and it was just business. Well, all business opportunities don't end in success. So if it's just business for Shakur Stevenson to try to get 50-50, I got no problem with that. But it's just business for Devin Haney to not give it to him. Yeah, that's just business. Well, if your business failed, well, then you should try a different option. You didn't at all. You didn't say, okay, give me the 25% and let's fight. You never did that. What you did is you protected Shakur and say, well, Devin went to fought Regis. He fought Regis in December. He fought Regis in December, y'all. These negotiations were in like July, bro. This man had months and months and months and months to say, I'll take the 25%. He never, one time, to this day, has said, I will take the 25%. He's never said it, still. And you guys still blame Devin. You don't blame, you protect Shakur and you blame Devin. You blame the undisputed champion for giving this man 25% and being the only undisputed champion in the history of boxing to give a mandatory percentage. He was the only one. The only one. The closest thing that you have to it is Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson. That's the closest thing you have. But Lennox Lewis wasn't the undisputed champion. He had already dropped some of his belts at that time. That's the closest thing you have to it. Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson. But Again, Lennox Lewis didn't have all the belts. That is the closest that you have to it. Devin had all the belts and gave his Mando a percentage. And Mike Tyson wasn't even fucking mandatory, bro. It was a big money fight. It wasn't even a Mando, so that's not even it either. There is none. It is just Devin. He stands alone. He offered something that was never offered in the history of boxing, and you blame him for offering it and not offering more. Crazy. But then you say, I am protecting Dev because I'm not going to shit on Dev for being the only undisputed champion to give a percentage. He was supposed to give more. But he was the undisputed champion, though. There is no percentage split for a mandatory for an undisputed champion. It is what you negotiate. The WBC cannot dictate the split for the WBA, the IBF, the WBO. They cannot dictate that. They have no say over those three sanctioning bodies, none. So they can't tell the undisputed champion that you have to give this amount of money as the IBF, the WBO, and WBA champion. They cannot do it, which is why it's left up to the two fighters to negotiate, because they can't do it at all. All they can do is say, okay, well, we're going to take our belt because, you guys are not fighting. That doesn't stop Devin from being the undisputed champion at all. It makes the guy who fights for the WBC an email champion. That's what it makes them, because they did not beat Devin Haney. But even that, y'all protect fighters. There's no protection for Devin. Called Devin Haney an email champion for years. Oh, he's an email champion. He didn't beat the champion for the belt and blah, blah, blah. Yada. They gave him his belt in the mail. Okay, well, where did Shakur get it? Because Edwin De Los Santos wasn't the champion. Where did Tank Davis get it? Because Gamboa wasn't the champion. Where did Lomachenko get it? Because George Kambosos wasn't the champion. Where did Denis Baranchyk get it? Yeah, where did he get it? All these guys at 135, every last one of them, none of them beat Devin Haney. They are all email champions. But for some strange reason, you guys do not call them an email champion, but you call Devin an email champion because you protect them. You don't protect. So when you guys say, I'm protecting Devin from what? I'm protected. What? What am I to protect? I've protected him from what? Nothing to do with boxing. Yeah, you protect Devin from being lied on, slandered, defamed. If that's what you're saying I protect Devin from, then yes. Yes, I protect Devin from you guys lying on him. Whenever y'all lie, I present the truth. I protect Devin Haney from you guys defaming and slandering his name. Whenever you guys defame him and slander his name, I present the truth in what you guys fighters did that was the exact same thing or worse. And then y'all move the goalposts. That is the only thing that I am guilty of protecting Devin from. Lies, slander, and defamation. Nothing to do with anything boxing. And I'm a boxing page. You guys protect your fighters from fighting. You protect your fighters from boxing. I protect my fighter from slander, defamation, and disrespect. That's all. I have never protected Devin Haney from a fight at all. You have never seen me step in front of anything and say, no, Devin, don't. No, it's not. No, fight that motherfucker. Just what you say you want, go get it. I'm game. Fight him. But that's not what you guys do. Because Gervonta Tank Davis gave you a hit list and hasn't fought anybody on his hit list. No one. Yeah, Shakur Stevenson said he's once undisputed and has done nothing to get it. He's done absolutely nothing. Could have had it in 2 weight classes, 3 weight classes, and has done absolutely nothing to get it. Nothing. As a matter of fact, he's fought against himself to get it, and you guys have protected him strictly because who was the undisputed champion at the time? Vasyl Lomachenko claims he once undisputed. That's what he claims. He had an opportunity to rematch Devin Haney. And all that had to happen is say the better man won on this night. Now let's get this rematch. That man turned it down. That man said no. Fight Hype and all the rest of these guys be in all of Bill Haney's live streams. They be on his live stream saying this and saying that, recording and shit so they can do and post their videos. And look what Bill said. But how ironic that when I told them the story of what happened with Vasil Lomachenko and their team, they didn't post that. Yeah, how ironic that they didn't post, hey, Lomachenko turned down the Devin Haney rematch. You didn't see Fight Hype do that. You didn't see Boxing Scene. You didn't see any of these guys who be in Bill Haney's lives doing that, recording. Yeah, you didn't see them report on that at all. Not one time. You didn't see them guys report on the fact that Bill Haney was on my live talking to KO and told KO, bro, we reached out. We reached out to Al Heyman. Facts. We reached out. Absolutely reached out. And they told us they will fight us if and when they are ready. That is what Trail told. That's what told him. Oh, no, he's lying. He's lying. So it's funny how Devin Haney and Bill Haney are always lying, but everybody else telling the truth. But all the facts are on Devin Haney and Bill's side. There is no facts. There is nothing but opinion, speculation, and lies and bullshit on everybody else's side. But for some strange reason, Devin Haney and Bill Haney is liars and cap artists. So all they do is lie and cap. Then I say, what did they lie and cap about? And you guys can never tell me. Oh, well, they said they were staying at 135 until the end of the year. Well, they dropped all the belts in December. That is the end of the year. Oh, no. There's still more time in the year. They were supposed to drop the belts at 11:59. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? They dropped the belts at the end of the year. There was no fight that's going to be made in December, that December. So what? I'm fighting December 9th against Regis Portray. I dropped the belts before I fight Regis Portray. But what I should have did is kept the belts, because from December 9th to December 31st, I could negotiate, get a venue, promote the fight, and then make the fight right there in 3 weeks. Train for it and everything. That's what I could do, that right there. But that's something that y'all won't ask your favorites to do. Y'all don't ask Tank to do that. Y'all don't ask Loma to do that. You don't ask Shakur to do that. But y'all wanted Devin to do it. And then you say, I protect. Wow. I do not protect that man from nothing but lies, disrespect, and slander. That's it. So when you guys say you protect him, that means you want me to let you lie on him, disrespect him, and slander him. If I let you do that on my page, if I let you do that on my social media sites, then somehow you guys feel good about the situation. Now you're speaking boxing now. Now you're speaking boxing because you're letting me lie, slander, and disrespect. So now you're speaking boxing. Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But whatever, man. I know the drill. BFTB, man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. And I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, subscribe to my Patreon. And if you feel like supporting me, please support me in the PayPal or the Cash App.